welcome back. I tell you, the way this reading has started out already, initially we would look at this reading and go, oh, okay, this is looking pretty positive. We do have the crowning energy here as marriage, but wait, there's so much more. Now, I will say we do have this content out ahead of the crowd within our YouTube membership. If you are wanting to receive such 1 to 2 weeks ahead of the crowd, you can access it via YouTube. Very separately, if you are wanting to join our joint connection, it is hosted over the weekend, and we also have super chats. 1 day a month. It's hosted within the YouTube membership only. It isn't in the dark, and it is for those of you who have those more private personal questions and you can't afford a private booking. Let's look at the break. Like I said, it was looking pretty positive until I really looked closer. And I was wondering what the heck was going on with it. I really did see through Venus retrograde, Venus shadow direct, Mercury retrograde. It was all to do with really casting a critical eye on our lives, with our values. And I don't feel the karmic's immune to that. I do feel there is some sort of a contract, and I do think the thought to do with marriage doesn't necessarily mean these individuals are married, but it's more to do with something that is binding, joining, feeling conducive, the highest octave of what it can be. So like I said, not necessarily are these individuals at that stage. They could be for some tuning into a previous connection. What they had wanted with that person, I do feel a lot of nostalgia. But I also do feel there is an oozing, lingering frequency coming through with this read this week of some crap that has been done in the dark. And there's a judgment, okay? We do have the judgment card here. And I was like, oh, boo-boo, what's going on here? So, for some, yes, it could be a divorce. For some, there's some conspiracy kind of energy going on. It could have been an affair or something to that degree. But I definitely do feel overall at a higher frequency, these individuals this week are really looking at the bigger picture. We're seeing the card in the past, beyond the mind, beyond the beach. We all do search for something that is very deep and meaningful. Nobody's really immune to that. So this individual, like everyone else, is really wanting that deep, deep connection. For some of them, it could have been a person of the past. For some of them, it's wanting to get this real connection back to where it used to be. But there are these changes, and changes really from a spiritual side of things can feel very uncomfortable as we evolve through them. I think they had pinned hopes that this connection would have been caused a lot more changes than they actually ultimately thought. But I feel there has also been this revelation that they directly have changed quite a bit. And, for some of them, it could have brought out the more malefic side of their vibration over the positive side. There is this light bulb idea. There is this kind of obsession that is going to the mind's eye. And it does feel that it is a head and heart decision really about their future. I do feel it's something they need to talk about. I'm noticing the key falling from the lips of this woman and the third eye, but looking up, a lot of times when we do look up, it can denote a white lie. And, the heart is screaming, but sometimes we operate with the brain over the heart. That can be for rational reasons. There is a lack of chemistry in this. There's a lack of, and this can be on their side or the other side. This is a second guessing of the circumstance. This can be, making out that everything's okay when it's really not. But there also could have been, like I said, some conflict that was caused. I do feel either A, they're not feeling attractive, or the other person is not attracted to them. Or it could be the same, both sides, like chemistry not really being there. We do see as this reading progresses, this huge revelation this week, and I feel it's going to really link to this month. Okay, so make sure to come back to these reads and look. There's some sort of a revelation of a shake-up, and I do feel something to do with the Tower. I definitely feel a shake-up and a revelation that this is not the pretty picture that they really desired. Also, worlds could be turning based on these circumstances, and this could be a dark time as they are addressing a judgment. This could be a divorce. It could be a decision, especially because the keys through her mouth. It could be of their own hand. or occurring to them. That's the reason why I called this held in judgment or judgment be done. It felt it was either by their own hand or a circumstance that was playing out that was pending and it's about to occur. Okay, now the temptation energy did concern me. And not necessarily. Look, we do need to have our passions in life. We do need to love what we are doing, and we have a spiritual right to have those things. So this individual could be looking at the shadow and the judgment of temptation. This could, again, be a person of the past. This could be wanting to get back with twin, especially if they had already broken up and they had a great dream. The funny thing is some may have had separations, divorces, and ended up with twin, and then now it's coming full circle and it's their time to really commit into this, and they're really questioning, is this something I want? Regardless of whatever this cycle is, be it it's through a tribe, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. This could be their belief systems to do with what you should be doing. But again, I do feel on this instant, this week, the channel messages are linking to their beliefs regarding you, or a romantic individual with a cycle actually ending. Again, with the 6, the 6th house is the house of hidden enemies. It can be their health, it can be their wellness. And Virgo also, with the transits of Mercury retrograde, can be to do with wellness. These are cycles and it can be impacting them. This can be emotionally, physically. They're not feeling natural. They're not feeling that they're in their natural environment. They're not feeling that this is flowing naturally. Something is feeling off. It feels very foreign to them. This is something that they really weren't expecting. They just weren't expecting this. Let's go into clarifiers. Okay, what are they? Whoa. Okay. One individual message, it doesn't have to be for everyone. They may have met through work, or there may have been a codependency based on money. Money. Now they're not wanting to open up. Okay, what is this situation in the past, please? Yeah, this is an old situation, unfinished business. This could have been shady dealings via money. They're trying to muster up a way to, again, white lies. I'm hearing the term white lies. They're quite stumped. They don't know how to address this. I do feel some of this can be out of their hands. Oh, crap. That's big. Okay. This could be an ex, like, calling them out. This could be somebody stepping forward to expose a white lie. I do feel there is almost a feeling that they can get out of dodge, and it doesn't have to be yucky, and they can just move and slide into a dream. But they realize there's going to be a time frame for that. There could be a limited amount of time. There could be a space. They do want to remove themselves out of toxic situations. This could be old things that they're addressing. I don't feel they know how bad it could get. Again, I'm saying to do with money. Again. I think that they hoped they could make it through the year without having to address it. But I think it's just come far sooner. I think this has been playing out since July, August. I think that came up in masculine and feminine's read as well. This could be a collective thing, really a transition we were going through. Very strange, yeah. I feel they're trying to have faith in the process. There's something of a lesson here to do with exes, separating from contracts, belief systems. I do feel some of them are bumping into an ex for some reason. And the ex doesn't have to be somebody they were in a romantic relationship with. It could have been like a heart-centered connection that they had in a dream state, and they were like, oh, how would it be if we actually chose to walk down that path together? But it feels they're bumping into blasts from the past. I feel some of them are feeling in this context that they're being put in the friend basket, but they wanted so much more. I feel communication style is off between both individuals here, especially if they're in a romantic partnership. One may be working and the other may not be for some. But again, it can be the spiritual work that they're trying to do together. I do think there's a lot of conflict and involvements of external sources that are causing tension. This can be family members, this can be friendship groups, co-workers. I just feel there's a lot of tension here. Okay, what is this judgment and how will it impact the karmic, please? I feel this is not so good. I feel it could be slightly delayed. I feel they had been waiting for this. They knew it was coming. Pardon me. Yeah, this is an old situation. This goes way back. Yeah, it's not going to go too well. This could be a loss of money. It has been an arduous process, but I do think at the heart of it, a decision's going to be made. Yeah, definitely. Something that has become extremely complicated, it feels it's coming down. I do think there's potentials of things coming out of left field that they just really weren't expecting. Ultimately, I do feel this is causing a lot of tension for this individual, but they're definitely thinking about relationships and where they want to go. A judgment of some description is occurring, I do feel, this month. Even though this is a weekly read, I feel it's something that has been playing out and lingering on for a while, and it's just physically coming to a head. Could that be a divorce? Very possibly. They also could be leaving a home environment and also getting caught out with a temptation of an offer. Love and light. I'll see you next week. Stay tuned for the joint connection this weekend. Otherwise, come join us and our members for all the perks and benefits and our Discord chat room and coaching.